Okay, I have chores to do. Body doubling vlogging, very helpful. And updating how the fuck it's going with keeping track of like what it's doing to start my mornings with the affirmations and the suggested internal responses to common critic attacks. I'm getting attacked by some now, like a little bit. I don't know what kind. It's like ooh, feeling not good enough, or feeling like maybe it's like comparisons to others or to my most perfect moments. Something like that. I'm getting attacked by them a bit. I am aware that it's bullshit, no matter how it feels. Whereas in the past, a lot have been like swept up by it. I'm still kind of able to focus on what I'm doing. That's cool. Perfectionism, because I feel like I can't properly focus on talking into a vlog to update and folding my clothes, but I really can't be fucked to do the laundry folding. Like, I do not have the motivation for that. Having a camera on me, it's a bit like having another person in the room. Kind of helps. I'm aware of these happening. They're not building up momentum and overpowering me. I am starting to actually feel quite fucking angry about them, like at them. Like, I'm just trying to go about my fucking life and fold laundry and vlog and deal with shit. It doesn't have to be fucking perfect. That helped a bit, actually. That helped a bit. It's cool. Yeah, I think it's helping. It's not like it's just stopped them from happening, but the way I respond to them is quicker, a little bit smoother. The relief I feel is fucking palpable. I feel like I can kind of scream over them as often as I get hit by them. Hey. Hey, little bunny. Good girl. Is you on the bed? There if you want. You're a good girl. Oh, fucking hell. I'm having moments where I like I'm actually kind of enjoying doing, like, I can be kind of mindful about the tasks. Dear fucking God. That's really bright. I can be kind of mindful about them. I am able to enjoy the wholesomeness of taking care of us, folding Vince and Ryan's shirts and being like, I am doing this for people that I love and this is kind of nice. Folding my shirts. Oh. Hey, do you want help with the bed? I'm gonna go back out the room. What do you want? Can you get up there? Are you afraid you can't make the jump? Come here then. You ready? Got you. Yes. There you go. You got it. You got it. There you go. I guess that's like kind of where I would just have like, oh, I'm wasting my life, I'm wasting my time, I'm never going to do enough, everything I'm doing is not fucking enough. I'm instead experiencing a little bit of mindfulness and a little bit of gratitude and a little bit of like just enjoying being in the moment and doing things that help us, that look after us. I really felt that for a second. We just walked the dogs. Went to the pharmacy, got a prescription. We went, dude, it was so fucking weird. We went into the doctor, and while I was standing there, I was like waiting for another patient to be done in front of me, and I was breathing. It's hard to notice, like, it takes me a second to notice that I'm barely breathing, and then to reassure myself and myself that we're safe enough to breathe like audibly, so I can do the actual breath work in a way that helps, which also, like, because that can make me tense up and go, oh, but this looks so obvious. So I was doing that, and I was like really dissociating and going in and out of being present. And Vince was like, I can talk, I can deal with it. And at first, all of me seized up, like, no, we're wearing my clothes. We're like, how far back do I have to go? You know, we're wearing like obviously femme presenting clothing. Not that has, like, he seems secure enough that just doesn't faze him, but it really fucks with me. Not in any of the bigoted shit trash take way that sounded, but like for us, he is so clearly sounds male, and this clothing so clearly looks femme, that it registers as my brain as us looking more overtly different from each other. Like, who's representing the body physically is going to be what sounds different, so it's like very much just applies to us. It's one of the things that I'm like, I think it might be a trauma point. I think I loosely remember, like, some age, some parts of us thinking, if I dress really like a boy, then maybe all this bad abusive shit won't happen. And obviously that did not work, but something did happen around that. I just can't remember what. Like, I know bullies would make a point of being like, whoa, are you a boy or a girl? And I'm just like, really depends on the day, and I don't fucking care about like what a weird taunt. But it would piss me off at the time, because I'd be like, you're not entitled to know this shit. But I think with abusers, like, I think it was commented on. I think that they didn't like us dressing like a boy, and it was something that I can't remember. So it's like, it really freaks out my my safety radar now to have one of the guys in here speak when we're dressed in a way that represents like me, and it locks everything down. So like, if Vince tries to speak, the first thing my brain does is go, no, we're not safe, we're wearing my clothes. You know, it's like too obvious a disparity, and it's so hard to deal with. So I tried to like breathe more and think about how the other day in the appointment, we had the same thing happen, and I was like, therefore you can't speak. And he was very chill about it, just nodded and didn't speak out loud, so as not to freak me out further. But it's not something that I want to be inhibited by. I want us to both all be able to front, no matter who's got the body dressed in what way, and for it to not feel unsafe. So like, that is what's being worked towards. So I was like, kind of maybe you could use this as a moment to practice. And we decided, yeah, you can speak at the counter. I will sit back and do the safety reassurances, and you will speak, and it will be fine, and we will get practice. And then I was speaking at the counter, and it was only like halfway through the sentence that I recognized that this was happening, and I was like, how the fuck? I just consciously decided on something, but something auto ran, and it was halfway through running when I even caught that it had happened, and I was like, whoa. So it's like a massive safety point for some parts of me, and I recognise that that's very difficult for us, without shame or judgment, which is really cool. Because at first I was like, oh no, and he was like, you haven't betrayed me, you haven't, went down the list of things that my mind could be thinking, and was like, you're not doing anything wrong, it's fine, we'll practice another time, you know, like, really fucking helpful. But also like, wild that it's that ingrained that I can even decide we're going to fight it, and my brain's like, no, you fucking don't. It's like, shit. Okay, it's hard to remain mindful in this situation. Like, obviously, there's a lot going on there because being in a doctor's waiting room is like, I got trauma to manage in various ways anyway. Doesn't matter what we're doing there, it's just like, had like a fucking decade of doctor's visits and medical trauma, so yeah, I understand that's hard. And then we went to the pharmacy to pick up the prescription, and I I think, yeah, you did, didn't you? Because I was going to say I can't actually remember what happened there. Whoa, but I didn't think I had amnesia for your memories still. Wow. Um. So then, yeah, yeah, I'm kind of getting them. It's blurry. It's distant feeling. Thank you. So then he spoke at the pharmacy counter and was like, "Yep, need this. Here you go. Fine, done." And it was actually very kind of relaxing, relieving. And it's anxiety like at first, but then there was like quite a lot of comfort from just letting him be able to do that, and letting go of responsibility of having to do everything myself, and like actually letting him be able to do something that was helpful was helpful. It took a lot of work to be able to. I'm glad we had two opportunities. And then again, he was going to deal with the shop interaction because we had to pass by the shop. And I was like, "Yep, yeah, cool. Want you to do it. Helpful." And I like auto run it, and then you noticed halfway through was like, "Oh, now I've started speaking. I can't let you speak," even though we have done that in the past. But we are safe to do that. But I understand why a lot of parts of me do not feel like that's safe or don't recognize that that's safe to do yet. So I'm noticing that that's like, that's hard. I'm really impressed that we could do it at all. I recognize that we need more practice at that in more parts of us.